ICE fugitive wanted for murder in Jamaica. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agency says agents have arrested a Jamaican fugitive in Philadelphia who is wanted for murder in Jamaica. 23-year-old Devon Anthony Ford was arrested by Enforcement and Removal Operations agents and U.S. Marshal Service deputies on December 17 and remains in ERO custody pending his removal from the United States. Ford, who was living in Philadelphia, was reportedly arrested during a targeted enforcement operation without incident. Ford's arrest should send a clear message to anyone who attempts to flee persecution in their home country that you will be caught and you will be returned to face justice, said acting ERO Philadelphia Field Officer Director Brian McShane. ICE said U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers encountered Ford in California on July 18, 2022. He was enrolled in the Alternatives to Detention SmartLink program and released on July 19, 2022. ICE said his participation was terminated on June 27, 2023, after he failed to abide by the terms of the program and an immigration judge ordered Ford removed into absentia on July 24, 2023. Jamaican authorities issued a warrant for Ford almost a year later on May 24, 2024 for murder. Sick and twisted. A nude photo mistakenly sent to her mother in October was how the parents of an Immaculate Conception high school student say they found out that a male teacher at an all-girls institution was allegedly sexually involved with their 14-year-old daughter. The teacher was arrested on Wednesday by investigators assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Center of Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, SISOCA. Acting Superintendent of Police Randy Sweeney, commanding officer for the St. Andrew North Division, told reporters that the teacher has been charged with having sexual intercourse with a person under 16. Sweeney said, however, that the teacher's name would not be disclosed based on the nature of the investigation. The student's father, who requested not to be named to protect the identity of his child, and she is underage, told reporters that further investigations by him and her mother had revealed that the inappropriate relationship between his daughter and the 34-year-old teacher began when she was only 13 years old. The last message he sent to her was make sure you delete everything, but she never did. She locked it away in a secret app, which we found, the father said. We searched the phone. We found what we needed to find, all the nude videos and pictures and conversations, he said. Describing the teacher as a predator who groomed his daughter, the father said there were occasions when his daughter would go out with her mother and the teacher would be parked in the same area, texting her. Infuriated at the uncovering of the alleged sexual relationship between his child and the teacher, the father said the matter was reported to SISOCA in November. The father said no report of the incident was made to Immaculate Conception High. In a statement on Wednesday, the Board of Management at the St. Andrew Bay School said they were shocked and saddened by the teacher's arrest. We were unaware of any allegations or issues prior to this incident, and like the rest of our community, were surprised by the news, the board noted. They said further that they did not know the details surrounding the situation and were awaiting information as the investigation unfolded. As this investigation continues, the safety and well-being of our students remain our top priority. We are cooperating fully with the authorities to ensure all necessary measures are taken to protect our school community. However, based on what he garnered from his daughter's phone, the father believes the evidence against the teacher is overwhelming and is hoping for a conviction. They have pictures, videos, and the whole 9 yards. He is sick and twisted, the father said. A long-expected Jamaica Teachers Council bill, which will repeal certain provisions of the Education Regulations of 1980 and regulate the practice and professional conduct of teachers, is currently under review by a joint select committee of Parliament. It is seeking to establish a governing body for the Professional Institute, a regime for the licensing and registration of all government-paid teachers. The legislation will give the Council the legal power to immediately suspend and cancel the registration of a teacher who has been charged with a disqualifiable offense, which would include sexual assault, murder, pornography, robbery, and fraud. The proposed legislation will require teachers found in breach to pay a minimum fine of $500,000 plus serve a stipulated 6-month sentence in prison. In the meantime, the father said the ordeal had impacted his daughters mentally, but that she was doing much better after he sought counseling for her. Despite efforts up to late in the night, reporters were unable to get further details on the investigation from the police. No bloodshed for Christmas. Heartfelt wishes for a Christmas free of violence and road crashes dominated discussion that reporters conducted with shoppers and vendors in downtown Kingston last week as preparations for the holiday hit full gear. It's sad to live in Jamaica and really be afraid. I wasn't a scared person when I was younger. I am 58 years old and right now I am afraid to leave my house. I never used to be afraid of anything, but right now, me scared so till. The violence definitely need to stop. Janet Jackson told reporters while shopping in Coronation Market. Jackson shared that when she was younger, Christmas was a time of celebration, filled with colorful lights, food, and a good time. However, now she said the season is filled with thieves seeking to rob hardworking Jamaicans or gunmen causing mischief. We need to go back to the good old days, she declared, reiterating her call for peace this holiday season. Another shopper, Novelet Simit, agreed. You see how them killing off people? Although the market is expensive and the things them there, we must buy. So we're not watching the prices. We just want love in the people them heart for this Christmas. I can't take the heap of killing and unnecessary violence, Simit said in anguish. I want a Christmas where people can just cook and give to their neighbors. Who can give must give. That is what I used to do. Every Christmas I would cook and give to the people who lost family members. But now, everybody just different. You can't do that any again, she said, adding that nowadays people are cold and distant. Deep inside the market, a vendor who gave her name as Teresa said her wish was for downtown Kingston to remain peaceful so that vendors can engage in their annual tradition of sleeping overnight in the market of Coronation on Christmas Eve. You have some late people who need things last minute. They might go to the other markets that sell different things, but they know the Coronation Market is really a wholesale market where them can come early and get things, Teresa said while filling a bag with sorrel. When we bleach steel plate with our stuff, we get sealed out 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, she said. She noted that police and soldiers have been walking through the area to ensure that everything is okay, and she expressed hope that they will continue to do so even after the Christmas season has ended. The guys them here, them not trouble we. But it's when the outsiders them come through, it's them come do the things. So I would like the soldiers and the police to continue walking through the place so we have a violence free Christmas and so we can be happy. And sell and know say everything is good, she told reporters. According to statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF, the island has seen a 13% decline in major crimes between January 1 and December 14 when compared to the similar period last year. Murders went down by 17.6%, shootings by 9.7%, rapes by 25%, and robberies by 20%. Break-ins also went down by 0.9%. The police also said that they have increased operational deployment and are committed to maintaining a strong presence in public spaces across the island for the Christmas season. They urge the public to adopt safety practices and increase vigilance and list ways to prevent robberies on the road and how to keep safe at home. Last week, another shopper, Robin Barrett, also urged road users to practice caution on the road to ensure that everyone gets home for Christmas. It's always good to have violence-free crime and so on around Christmas time because it's a time for closeness with people feeling goodness and joy, enjoying each other's love. You can imagine if your loved ones comes to visit you from America or whichever foreign country and you hear that they met in an accident and died out at the airport or somebody robbed them and killed them. Would I just like the Christmas to be without those incidents, Barrett noted. According to data from the Island Traffic Authority, a total of 353 people have been killed in road traffic crashes between January and December 20 this year. This figure reflects a decline in road fatalities when compared to a similar period last year, with 48 fewer deaths. Last Christmas, there were 2 reports of road traffic crashes and 2 fatalities. The numbers reflected a decline from 2022, when there were 4 incidents and 4 deaths. While not optimistic that Jamaica could have a crime-free and traffic-free Christmas, Jody Anderson wishes for better roads. The road them really bad, and if I get up Christmas and it is smooth sailing, that would be good, she told reporters and called on Prime Minister Andrew Holness to address the main thoroughfares. Holness recently declared Jamaica deteriorating roads a national emergency and announced a $2 billion allocation for work to begin immediately to effect repairs to the main road network that was fully damaged by persistent rain. The $2 billion will be in addition to the $3 billion already been spent under the Relief Emergency Assistance and Community Help Reach program, under which critical road infrastructures needed across the island will be addressed. The program is giving specific focus to damage caused by recent weather events, including Hurricane Beryl, as well as the execution of routine road maintenance. Additionally, on December 5th, the government signed 4 contracts valued at $36.04 billion with China Harbor Engineering Company to undertake works under the Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement to Our Road Network Spark program. A total of 600 roads across the country are to be rehabilitated under that program. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.